My newsletter only has 3,000 subscribers on it, but in this video, I'm going to show you how you can turn a newsletter like mine or a similar newsletter that's smaller into a business that generates thousands of dollars every single month. My name's Gavin. I run an email and SMS marketing agency. This is literally all I do, email and SMS marketing. But today, I'm going to talk about my business's personal newsletter and how we use that newsletter to find new contractors, hire people, sell sponsorships, sell digital products, sell high ticket products, as well as a bunch of other amazing cool things. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. But without wasting any more of your time, let's jump into it. Okay, so this is Beehiiv right here. For those who don't know what Beehiiv is, it's basically an email marketing platform. It's similar to Klaviyo, but less for e-commerce and more for B2B or agencies or just influencers. Now, I use Beehiiv because it's pretty easy to grow my list on here, and I don't need all the complex flows that I would need if I was an e-commerce business for something like Klaviyo. Now, the first way that I monetize my list and I make money with it is through the ad network. Now, if I go here within Beehiiv, and there's a link to set up your own Beehiiv account in the description of this video, you can see that Beehiiv actually has its own ad network. And what Beehiiv does is it serves up available opportunities for you to put into your own newsletters from other advertisers. And every time somebody clicks that ad, I get paid. Let me show you. I'll give you an example right here. So if we go into one of my more recent newsletters, let's say this one here. This here is an email that I sent out talking total trash about MailChimp. But within this email, there's a section, you can't see it right here because it's an ad that's dynamic, but what you can do is actually, you have ad features within the, here it is, right here. So word from our sponsors. You can have ad features within your email that when somebody clicks it, you make money. So every time they click it, I make it $2.40 or something like that. And you can see here that we go earnings in my wallet. So far, I can withdraw 55 bucks. I've earned a total of 260 bucks. Now, is this the biggest revenue generator? No, okay. Also, keep in mind, I also sell digital products off the back of my newsletter too. So you'll see, if we go back into my newsletter, this is the second way that I make money from my newsletter. I'm constantly selling digital products, resources to help with your email marketing, and you can click these and buy digital products from me. That's another way that I make money from my newsletter. That's the second way that I make money from my newsletter. The third way that I make money from my newsletter is paid sponsorships. So people will pay me money to talk specifically about their business in my newsletter, and I make a pretty healthy chunk of change from that here. Let me show you an example here. So we've got a newsletter coming out for a software called Cluvos here. And these guys paid me $500 to write this newsletter about their software right here. Nice and easy, right? This took me 20 minutes to write, and it's a case study on how the software works, and they pay me to talk about that business to my audience, okay? Now, obviously, you're only gonna sell sponsorship to businesses that are in your industry. These guys can help people who I know are in my newsletter, for example, e-commerce businesses. So if you're on my newsletter, you're probably an e-commerce business, which means this software will probably help you, meaning they're willing to pay money for this. Now, I charge anywhere between $500 to $1,200 for an email and maybe a YouTube video and a blog post to get this stuff out there. That's a major source of revenue for us. Okay, that is the third way that we make healthy revenue, is through sponsorship. And I'll even show you, because we have a special deck for this, newsletter sponsorship, where I'll send this to people if they want to talk about getting in front of my audience. And we'll show them all of the stuff, the impressions. This is like a deck, it's a pitch deck, right? We say, hey, here's the newsletter, here's our past sponsors, full shout out 1,000, newsletter 500, YouTube video 800. And that's how we get in front of those people. Now, let me show you like how those people find us, because I actually don't do any outreach for the sponsorship of the newsletter. How I actually make my money is through people messaging me and saying things like, if we take a look at this, like look at all these people who message me on Twitter, LinkedIn, we all get these, right? If you're in a business, they'll say, hey, we have a software that we think can help you a bunch with XYZ. And if they're right, and they're willing to put their money where their mouth is, you can say, hey, if that's the case, I'm sure my audience would like it, and if it really does help, you can pay to get in front of my audience, and we can do some sort of sponsorship opportunity. Like something like this, right? Hey, would you be open to working with my content agency to help grow your brand? I could literally just say, hey, would you be interested in getting in front of 3,000 people? Sell them the sponsorship package. That's a great way to develop some passive, not necessarily passive, but income on the side. Now, fourth and kind of bonus way, this is kind of obvious, but obviously I sell email marketing as a service. So on my newsletter, I'm constantly educating people, and the idea is to get them on a phone call to actually buy from me, which is my high ticket service, which ranges between $2,000 to $6,000 a month in fees. And that's the fourth kind of bonus way I make money, and it's the indirect way that I make money from my newsletter. But the three ways that you can make money from a newsletter quite easily: ad network from Beehiiv, direct sponsorship, and then selling digital products. Those are the three easy ways, and you can create digital products around anything that you're selling or any topic: education, travel. You can sell travel guides to people, all sorts of stuff that you can do that way. And it's awesome. I mean, we pull in anywhere between $1 to $5 grand a month in revenue from our newsletter. Highly recommend you do this. And if you want to see what my newsletter actually looks like, you can subscribe. Link in the description to this video. And new videos like this every single week, twice a week actually. This is literally all I do: email and SMS marketing. So if you do need a hand, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to help you.